Hello everyone, this is Mr. Chase and I'm doing a quick intro video to the Back to School Night video. For those of you who missed Back to School Night, we missed you. It was very hot, so I'm sure you didn't miss that. Just want to add to the video that something I did not say in the video is that I don't assign homework for the technology class. So if your student comes to you and says they have 2 or 3 hours of homework for technology or they have this big project, it means something's wrong. So please let me know if that happens, but otherwise the only thing they would need to do at home would be to possibly watch an instructional video, and that's going to be new this year, and I'll talk more about that in the presentation. Thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully see you soon or see the students in class, and you're welcome to stop by or email me anytime. Thanks. Hello everyone, my name is Steve Chase. I'm the Director of Operations here at Grace Lutheran School and the technology teacher. I know you're here at Back to School Night. I want to keep this presentation really brief and focused, so I pre-recorded it to hopefully make our time really efficient, and also use some of the technology I'm going to be using this year for the students. We meet on Tuesdays and Fridays from 2 to 2:45. I wanted you to see that because it ends up being, barely 90 minutes a week if we're really on the mark, and there's usually some, it's not infrequent that there's some interruption or interference with our class time, and so we end up losing even the time that we have. So it's very brief, and I'm going to ask later for your help, but I'm going to ask now, I guess, too. We have 3 main goals in the technology class. We focus on learning basic keyboarding skills. That's using all 10 fingers to type and avoiding or reducing the amount of time that the students are spending looking at the keyboard. I've noticed over the years that the students are great with their fingers. They phone type or thumbs, but they're terrible at using all 10 fingers to type and really move quickly. So we work on that basic skill so that they can be more efficient and more effective when they do have to type and do stuff, because until somebody really gets this voice recognition thing down like it is in Star Trek, we need to type. So that's where we start out our classes. The goal for this year for 7th grade is 35 words per minute, and for 6th grade will be 30 words per minute and 95% accuracy, and you'll see more about that later. We work on actually using the computer to do meaningful things. That's basically the goal of the projects, and so I have the students work on Word, but advanced features of Word and PowerPoint, and again more advanced, intermediate and advanced features of PowerPoint. Publisher, with which most of them have not used and are not very familiar, to learn about basic layout skills and some of the increased power in using Publisher, and then finally Excel, where very few students have any familiarity at all. New this year, and something that I've been wanting to do for several years, is internet safety. You'll see more information about this as the trimester goes along, a little bit about it in your syllabus, but students think they know, and we all think we know how to be safe on the internet, but it turns out that they're doing things pretty consistently that are coming to our attention, so we know they're doing things that aren't coming to our attention that are putting them at risk, or just behaving in ways that aren't safe as they really should be in today's age. Grading is pretty basic. We have 3 categories. Daily work, it's 15%, keyboarding skills, 20% of the grade, and then projects, about 25% of our grade, because the main focus is actually doing stuff. You can get more information about this in your syllabus, and please let me know if you have any questions. There's an extra credit optional 5% that kind of comes and goes in various forms, and it's the students just kind of have to be awake to that in class, and I'll tell them when it's possible. Again, new this year, I'm going to be working really hard throughout this year. Hopefully it won't be as hot as today and I won't die from suffocation in my office, but we're going to be working on getting instructional videos online so that they can see the instruction at home. It should be very brief and focused, and then come to class ready to actually work or with questions based on what they've seen. I'm also going to work to communicate with parents and do some other things for you guys using the same technology as we sort of work out the kinks and I get better at it. How can you help? Supplies are really essential. There's not many, but what the 2 things that we have are very important, with the flash drive being the most important. You may want to have 1 or 2 of these around, because every trimester somebody comes and says, oh, it was in the wash, or I lost it, and so it doesn't need to be labeled, and I will check that at the beginning of class to see that they have it and it's got their name on it in some form, because when a flash drive is left around the computer lab, we have no idea whose it is unless there's a name on it. So a notebook or section of a notebook is clearly labeled for technology is obviously helpful. And then headphones this year are going to be important only to the extent that if they need to review videos or watch videos at school, they're going to want to have headphones. So they don't have to be really expensive. They can be inexpensive, just sort of sturdy, and even like earbuds like I'm wearing, would be appropriate too. So there you go. And I am going to ask for your help just as much as possible, if you can avoid scheduling doctor's appointments and dental appointments and orthodontist appointments and all the different kinds of appointments the students have. I know the afternoons are good times in general, but it just really it interferes with our class, especially for some reason, because we have such a short time, even if they're there. And so when they miss half the class, if they miss one day, that's half the class for the week. So anything you can do would be appreciated, and I certainly understand if you can't, but appreciate anything you can do. Obviously, they'll need some sort of access to an internet device at home. They'll need a computer if they're going to work on keyboarding skills, but if they're going to watch the videos, then just anything that'll play videos, which of course could be a tablet, a phone, computer, or whatever you feel is most appropriate for you. And if they don't have anything at home, there will be additional time at school, or they can watch during class if they need to. And again, they'd want headphones for that. How can I help you? So if you need anything or want to talk to me, you can email me. Always a good option. My phone number is there. It's of course in your syllabus. I don't expect you to copy it off this. And then if you want to tell me anything kind of directly, you're welcome to email me or use the student info sheet, kind of a feedback thing for me, so I know a little bit about your students in case I need to know anything in order to help them. And just in case you missed it, the iPhone 6 was announced today. And if any of you find one laying around your house in the next few weeks and you want to send it my way, I'd be really happy to take that from you. So thanks very much. Hope you have a great year. And again, please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you or your student be more successful this year. Thanks so much.